Hey everyone, and welcome back to Miss Azrael's Gaming. So we're going to jump back into MoonVale again, and the last time, Eric's still traveling in the woods looking for what the signal's leading to, as well as seeing if he can, see Adam. We were messaged by Ash, and we also saw a secret conversation between Ash and Eric, where basically Ash does not trust us. She doesn't understand how we don't know Adam, but he was trying to meet up with us, and he had his number, and he, provided the contact information for us. And she doesn't understand it. So she came to us, and we got our first Duskwood choice in the game, which was very interesting. We got to talk about Richie and Jake, our one and only Jake, and Ash knew that we were the individual involved with what happened in Duskwood. Now, she says it was because it was all over the news. I don't know, because we don't see any news clips or anything like that, so we don't know if we're brought up in it or anything like that, but it is very interesting that she recognized us. Although I still think she's a hacker, and she looked us up, but she insists it was just because we were on the news. So now we have to collect 3 more stars to continue on with the game. I'm going to go ahead and play the mini games, and I will bring you in, just like I always do, in case something were to pop up. Don't want you to miss it, so I'll see you guys in a bit. Oh my goodness, guys. It took me forever to get past this last one that had these stupid skulls on it. That was extremely difficult. It was ridiculous. I even had to burn some of my diamonds to get some extra moves because that was how hard it was. It was absolutely ridiculous. Like, I couldn't get the ones on the side there were only like 2 block areas. It was a pain in the butt. But I did get outsmarting the game by extra moves in the mini game. So, yeah, that was a mess. Okay, so we have a secret available. We have another one. Okay, so this is between Ash and Charlie. She called him Pinhead, I believe. Okay, so unlock the secret chat now. Find out what's happening behind your back. So this one is free, so we'll go ahead and unlock it. Charlie? Yes? Did something happen? Kinda? Azrael. She isn't just anyone. She's the Azrael from Duskwood. What? I mean, are you sure? Yes, I am. I just asked her about it. For real? You talked about it? Well, a bit. Yeah, and? Spill the beans. What did she say? Are the rumors true? I think you're just going to have to talk to her yourself. At it. Wait, no, not now. Yeah, 'cause she technically just talked to us. And why not? Okay, so first of all, for once you should actually try being less abrasive and tread lightly. Whatever that means. It's a very sensitive topic. And I know you like to get ahead of yourself. And second of all, we need to focus on Adam. Then why is she even bringing this up to him if she's just, first of all, not going to talk about it, and second of all, go, oh, we need to think about Adam, not this. So, oops. Okay, I guess that's a point I can get behind. Fine, I'll wait until tomorrow. Good. I'll be on my way then. Wait, one more thing. Did you tell her that I can help her? What? No. Maybe he's the hacker. You can do that yourself tomorrow. I will. Well, dress me up and call me Sally. Azrael from Duskwood. Nobody's going to believe us when this is all over. Okay, so we get to collect our reward. Ash is offline. The Duskwood connection. Everyone has secrets. Read the secret chat between Ash and Charlie where they talk about you and Duskwood. Okay, read all the secret chats of episode 1. Okay, so there's no more secret chats in this episode. So either we're getting close to the end, or they didn't do any more for this one. And we are already on the next mini game. Are you kidding me? We just need 2 for this. So I'm going to go ahead. We're going to keep going, guys. I will go ahead and play these. I have 1 stinking heart left. We'll see if I can get through these 2. Finally. Alright, guys. I finally stinking beat it. Like, I got through the first star one, no problem. I got really lucky. I had one of those special, it looks kind of like a little potion bottle, and I was able to hit that with a barrel, and it just cleared out all the ice on the field. And then I get to the second one, and nothing is going right at all. And luckily, I only had 30 seconds left to get my next heart. I waited 30 seconds and was able to push right through it. So let's go ahead and hop into the group chat. So Eric's back online, and he says, strange. And we can say, what happened? What's up, Eric? There's a fence here. Your problem being? Don't tell me you can't climb this little obstacle. Not really. There's barbed wire on top of it. Could you describe the fence more closely? Are you still in the forest? What? Barbed wire? Is he still in the forest? I mean, that seems kind of odd that there would be barbed wire fence in the forest. Unless there's like a facility or something. So he says yes. Ash is online. Looks like you're going to have to walk around it then. You can live with a little detour. That's what I've been doing for the past 10 minutes. Okay, and I think that's Violet. Could it be some kind of animal enclosure? I'm not sure about that. That's a possibility. Pretty big enclosure, don't you think? I mean, granted, we don't know how big it is because I don't think he mentioned how big it was. But let's just say that. Maybe they're keeping T-Rexes in there. I don't know. What's going on? Oh, nothing really. Eric just found a fence. A fence? Yep. But Eric's just going to walk around it. A fence in the middle of the forest. A fence with barbed wire fence. Well, with barbed wire. I'm going to say a fence in the middle of the forest, because that's really odd. You know, fences are made to keep things in or keep things out. So, wait a second. Eric, stop. What is it? Don't say anything. That in front of you. That's the Forbidden Forest. What, are we in Harry Potter? What? Seriously? The Forbidden Forest, what's that supposed to be, Violet? Wow, that sounds dramatic. And from Harry Potter. Wait. Eric, are you at Dunkelsteig? Seems like it. I know Dunkel's dark, but I'm not sure on Steig. My German's like very rusty. What's Dunkelsteig? Could someone enlighten me? Dunkelsteig, Forbidden Forest. Let's go with that one. Dunkelsteig is a section of the forest. And when we were kids, we were told that. Well, yes, go on, tell me. I won't laugh, I promise. What lives in that section of the forest? That there's something evil in the forest. It sounds pretty spooky. I don't know what to say about it and what's really there. I mean, there's always something evil in the forest. There are tons of awful stories about that forest. It's all just superstition. Made worse by the fence at the edge of the forest. And her signals coming from that part of the forest. Things aren't looking too bright then. Don't say anything. According to Vega, it is, yes. But it might as well be coming from beyond it. I don't know how far away I am, after all. Does anyone know how far this fence actually goes? No. When I was a kid, my parents forbid me to play there. Or even to go anywhere near that fence. Just because of a few scary stories, don't say anything. Or maybe because the forest is so far away from town. I never really questioned them. Well, in that case, I guess I have to carry on walking along the fence. I don't really see any alternative. Could you maybe dig your way underneath it? Maybe there's a hole somewhere in the fence. Neither do I, unfortunately. Well, I wouldn't suggest digging because, first of all, he doesn't have a shovel. Second of all, that's going to take forever. It is possible there could be a hole somewhere along the fence. Maybe somebody came across it before and tried to go through it and cut a hole in it. I guess the chances for that aren't too bad. I mean, plus he's going to go around the fence anyway, so, I mean, you might as well look for holes while you're walking. I used to be there a lot as a kid. Really, why? And did you ever make it across the fence so you weren't forbidden from going there? Oh, I probably was. I was forbidden from most things. It's not surprising. That's why she calls him Pinhead. But that just led to me doing the exact opposite. I feel you there. Your poor parents. Don't say anything. I'm going to say your poor parents. Nah. Poor me. One time I even snuck away from home at night. I just had to find out what was behind that fence. until that thing with Billy Blake. Is that a friend of yours? What happened? That name sounds fake. He disappeared in Dunkelsteig. Billy Blake? That name rings a bell. I bet it does. Billy was a local celebrity. The kind of guy who wreaks havoc wherever he sets foot. One might say the same thing about you. Laughy face. Charlie is a local celebrity. That too. But seriously. I won't forget my last meeting with Billy Blake. You won't? So why don't we know about it? Because I've never told anyone. Consider my curiosity piqued. Was it that bad? Would you like to tell us now? No, sorry, forget I said anything. That's not fair. Don't leave us hanging. You're just making this more interesting. I mean, that's not fair. You can't say something and then say, oh no, never mind, I'm not going to talk about it. You can't do that. You have to then talk about it. Okay, so now I'd like to hear it too. You usually never shut up with your stories. Probably going to be a diamond choice. Are you sure? Yes. Yes, very sure. Come on, spit it out. It's up to you, Charlie. Okay, then. But don't say I didn't warn you. I'm sure we'll cope. We won't. Don't say anything. Okay. Back then, there used to be one of these old cigarette machines at the corner of King's Lane. Billy and a couple of others were standing around it, and I guess they looked interesting enough to grab my attention. The machine had swallowed a few of Billy's coins, and they were trying to get them out again. How are they doing that? Don't say anything. They're probably shaking it. Did the machine fall on him? They were pressing random buttons, shaking the machine, swearing. One of them threw in a few more coins, hoping to push the others out along the way. Which didn't work, of course. Head slap emoji or don't say anything. Billy got impatient and gave the machine a huge kick. And, as luck would have it, his dad was sitting in a diner right across from them on the other side of the road. I should mention that his dad was the kind of guy who didn't need a solid reason to give his son a good old-fashioned beating. Billy had to look him in the eyes. Billy only had to look him in the eyes and he'd lose it. How do you know? I know the type. Don't say anything. There were a lot of stories going around back then. And the fact that his dad regularly beat the crap out of him was an open secret. Anyway, Billy's kick got his dad to put aside his paper and look over to him. Let me tell you. Never in my life did I run as fast as I did then. But you hadn't done anything. Don't say anything. Maybe he's really Billy. Yeah, but you know what they say. In for a penny, in for a pound. As soon as I put a few feet between myself and the scene, I turned around. All the other boys had fled, running into all directions. All except Billy. He hadn't moved an inch and was looking at his dad. Because he was so scared he couldn't move. Wasn't he scared? Hadn't he noticed his dad? Oh, I'm sure he was. Back then, I couldn't explain it either. Why would Billy, of all people, stay put? He, the only one who could really expect a beating from his dad. And why do you think he stayed? Don't get caught up on details now. Oh, might as well ask. Running away would have been pointless for Billy. Simply because it was his dad. He couldn't escape him. Okay, so sad face, that's really sad. Don't say anything. I thought he was going to kill him. That's how hard he beat him up. It was the middle of the day outside on a public sidewalk. And Billy Blake was about to be beaten to death by his own father. Jeez. This is a horrible story. But I still don't see what it has to do with the woods. Sorry to interrupt you. What's up? Don't say anything. I think there's a bit of fence here without barbed wire. No idea how much of a gap there really is. I can't tell from where I'm at yet. But I should take a closer look. Thumbs up, be careful. Yes, do that. I will be. Well, that sounds promising. I'll put my phone away for a second. I'll use this little break to go and make myself a cup of coffee. That's a good idea. Back here in 5 minutes. Okay, then just send a message when you're back. See you in a few minutes then. See you then. Okay, so Eric's offline. Ash is offline. Violet is offline. And Charlie is also offline. All right, we are back into these stupid mini games. I absolutely detest these mini games. They are awful. I feel they were easier in Duskwood. This whole Candy Crush type thing is driving me nuts. But when we come back, I'm sure we'll find out more about Billy Blake Yeah, Billy Blake. And, hopefully we'll find out what that has to do with the woods, because Charlie's making it sound like it seems like it might be a very important story that might give us some idea what's behind that barbed wire. And we'll find out what Eric finds behind the barbed wire, because he thinks he's found an area that doesn't have any, and he's going to be able to climb over the fence. So please let me know in the comments down below, what you're thinking about the story. Where do you think it's going to go next? What you think about the mini games. I'm absolutely detesting them right now. They're the bane of my existence. But I'm going to get through them, and I'm going to do my best never to use any diamonds, because I don't want to waste those. I want to use them all for the, the special options, the premium options. Just let me know how you're handling the mini games. So please leave me a like, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you next time. Bye.